Welcome to Off We Go. We'd like to introduce you to a list of 20 the best attractions in London. London is the capital of England and the country's largest and most populated city. London is a great city with plenty of attractions. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is the official residence of the monarch of the United Kingdom. The palace has been the monarch's official London residence since 1837 and is one of the most recognizable buildings in the world. The palace was originally a large townhouse built for John Sheffield, 1st Duke of Buckingham and Normanby in 1703, but it was only acquired by King George III as his primary London residence after a fire destroyed much of his other property in 1809. The current building dates from 1825 to 1830. The changing of the guard is a ceremony in which the old guard hands over to the new guard. The ceremony is held every morning at 11 a.m. and lasts for 30 minutes. It takes place outside Buckingham Palace in front of a large crowd. The changing of the guard has been taking place every day since 1820 and is one of London's most popular tourist attractions. It attracts millions of visitors each year and generates millions for the local economy. The Tower of London. The Tower of London was a royal residence and fortress in London that stood for over 900 years. The tower has also been used as a prison and as a place to execute people. It is believed that the Tower of London was built by William the Conqueror in 1078. It is located on the north bank of the River Thames in central London, near to its intersection with the River Fleet. It was a symbol of power and dominance at that time because it was much taller than other buildings around it. The first prisoners were taken to this tower in 1132, when King Henry II ordered Geoffrey de Mandeville, Earl of Essex, be moved here from Dover Castle, where he had been held since 1131. The tower's first use as a prison would not last. The Tower Bridge. The Tower Bridge is a combined bascule and suspension bridge in London, England over the River Thames. The Tower Bridge was designed by Horace Jones, who had been assistant engineer during the construction of the Victoria Bridge in Manchester. The designer of the bridge is John Wolfe Barry, and it was opened on the 18th of June 1894 by Queen Victoria. The British Museum. The British Museum is a famous museum in London. It was founded in 1753 and is one of the world's oldest and largest museums. It houses over 8 million objects from around the world, dating back as far as 2000 BC. The British Museum was founded in 1753 by Sir Hans Sloane, a physician and scientist who had collected specimens during his voyages to the Caribbean and North America. The museum first opened to the public on the 15th of January 1759 at Montague House, Bloomsbury Square, London. Its first curator was George Shaw and its principal founder Sir Hans Sloane. Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. We all know that Big Ben is the name of one of the most famous clocks in the world. It's also known as the Great Bell and is located at the northeastern end of Westminster Palace, London. The clock tower is part of a complex which includes not only Westminster Palace but also Parliament House and other buildings. It was built to replace a clock that had been installed in 1859 to celebrate Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee. London National Gallery. The National Gallery is a London art gallery that houses a collection of over 2,300 paintings dating from the mid-13th century to 1900. The National Gallery was founded in 1824 and has been housed in its current location on Trafalgar Square since 1832. It is part of the British government's Department for Culture, Media and Sport. Victoria and Albert Museum. The Victoria and Albert Museum is one of the world's largest museums of decorative arts and design, housing a permanent collection of over 4.5 million objects. The museum is a public body sponsored by the Department for Culture, Media and Sport, and as such admission to the museum is free. The museum was founded in 1852 by Queen Victoria and Prince Albert as the Museum of Manufactures, but was renamed in 1890 during Queen Victoria's Jubilee year. It reopened in 1856 to display art treasures from around the world that reflected Britain's industrial age then, which had been presented to them as gifts from other heads of state or given privately. Piccadilly Circus and Trafalgar Square. Piccadilly Circus and Trafalgar Square are two of the most well-known landmarks in London. They are located opposite each other, with Trafalgar Square being on the north side of Piccadilly Circus. Trafalgar Square is a public square in the city of Westminster, London. It was built to commemorate Admiral Horatio Nelson's victory over Napoleon Bonaparte at the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. The square was originally named after King William IV, but has been known as Trafalgar Square since 1843. Piccadilly Circus is a road junction and public space in the city of Westminster, London, to the southwest of Oxford Circus at its intersection with Regent Street and Shaftesbury Avenue. The Shard. The Shard is a 9.5-story skyscraper in London, England. It was designed by the Italian architect Renzo Piano and officially opened on the 6th of July 2012. Standing 309.6 meters high, the Shard was the tallest building in the European Union before Brexit and has been described as the most radical building in Europe. The Shard was developed by Seller Property Group on behalf of its owners Cattery Dyer. The construction work was undertaken by Italian firm RCR, now known as Reaver. The tower's design incorporates a mixture of uses: offices, residential accommodation, luxury homes, and a hotel are all included within its shell. It is clad with stainless steel panels and glass facades that reflect light from its surroundings, which makes it appear like an abstract form from certain. Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey is a royal church which was originally built in the 12th century. It has been the site of many coronations and burials. In 1540, Henry VIII was buried there after his death. The abbey is also home to the Order of the Bath, and it is a royal peculiar. Churchill's War Rooms. The War Rooms were a series of underground rooms in the basement of the Treasury Building in London, England. They were used by Winston Churchill to plan and coordinate the British war effort during World War II. Churchill's War Rooms is a museum that was opened in 2000 to commemorate this historic site. It is located on King Charles Street, Westminster. London Natural History Museum. The London Natural History Museum is one of the most prominent museums in the world. This museum, which was founded in 1881, houses a collection of over 80 million specimens. With such a large and diverse collection, it is not surprising that the museum is visited by over 4 million people every year. The museum takes visitors on an interactive journey through time to explore the diversity of life on Earth, with many interactive displays and exhibitions. One of these exhibitions is called Earth Story, and it features some of the most iconic fossils from across the planet. The exhibition shows how Earth has changed over time and how life has evolved alongside it. One major attraction at this museum are its free-to-enter gardens, which are home to many different plants, trees, and animals, including alive. Hyde Park. Hyde Park is a district in the central region of London. The population of the district is around 27,000 people. The park area was created in 1637 by Charles I and covers over 105 hectares. It is one of the royal parks of London and has a lot to offer to visitors. There are various activities, such as walking, cycling, and horse riding, available for those who visit the park. St. Paul's Cathedral, London. The St. Paul's Cathedral is a London landmark and one of the most famous churches in the world. It is also an Anglican cathedral, the seat of the Bishop of London, and the mother church of the Diocese of London. The cathedral stands on Ludgate Hill at a height of 66 meters, making it one of Europe's tallest buildings. The dome is among England's largest church domes, measuring some 360 feet 110 meters in diameter, and its height from ground level is 111 meters. Covent Garden Market. Covent Garden Market is one of the most famous markets in London. It is a popular destination for foodies and tourists alike. The market was originally established in 1826 by James Burton and has been open ever since. It has undergone many changes over the years, such as being bombed during the Second World War and being renovated in 1991. The market is not just for shopping, it also hosts a variety of events, such as music concerts and art exhibitions. London Eye. The London Eye is a giant Ferris wheel on the banks of the River Thames in London. It was designed by architect David Marks and built by British firm Marks Barfield. It is 135 meters tall, and the diameter of its wheel is 120 meters. It takes 30 minutes for a full rotation and offers views of the London skyline, as well as those of more distant parts of Greater London, such as Wembley Stadium, Canary Wharf, Crystal Palace, Battersea Power Station, Heathrow Airport, and even sometimes as far as Birmingham. The London Eye has become one of the most recognizable symbols of both modern Britain and London itself. Hampton Court Palace. The palace was originally built as a hunting lodge for King Henry VIII in 1514. The palace is located in the London borough of Richmond upon Thames and has been a royal residence since 1674. It has housed 12 monarchs, including Queen Elizabeth II. Meridian Line at Greenwich. The Meridian Line at Greenwich is a line of longitude that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. It was created in 1884. The Meridian Line at Greenwich is a line of longitude that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. It was created in 1884, and it is used as a reference point for measuring longitude and time. Madame Tussauds. The Wax Museum was founded by wax sculptor Marie Tussaud. The first Madame Tussauds was opened in London in 1835. It was a popular attraction for visitors from around the world and had famous wax works of historical figures and celebrities. In 1884, Madame Tussauds opened its doors to New York City. The first American Madame Tussauds was created on Broadway, near Union Square. In 1887, a second location opened in San Francisco at the corner of Market Street and Powell Street. Shakespeare's Globe. Shakespeare's Globe is a theater in London. It was the first modern reconstruction of the original Globe Theatre. The Globe was originally built in 1599 and burned down in 1613. The theater was rebuilt and opened again to the public on the 12th of May 1997. The theater is a reconstruction of Shakespeare's original Globe Theatre, which was built in 1599 and burned down in 1613. It opened to the public on the 12th of May 1997 with a production of Henry V. There you go. What would be your favorite attraction in London? Let us know in comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss out on our future videos, please hit the bell button, and you will receive a notification once a new video becomes available.